My name is Sarah Beganskas. I think what first got me interested in science was spending time at my grandparents' house in upstate New York, right on a lake, and I heard people referring to the lake as a dying lake, and I wanted to know more about what that was. And I did some research, and it ended up turning into my first ever research project on water quality. And I was only 12 years old, but it was really fun. And just the excitement of doing that project and learning a little bit more about the world is really what got me interested in pursuing science research more seriously. So it's true, surface water is really interesting. You can see it everywhere. It's beautiful, waterfalls, lakes, rivers, streams. But what really intrigues me about groundwater is that it's so important, but it's invisible to the naked eye when we're here on the surface. And once I learned a bit more about how much of California's water comes from groundwater, how much of the United States depends on groundwater for our own drinking water, for growing crops, how many surface water ecosystems, species that live in lakes and streams depend on incoming waters from underground, from groundwater. Really, it became clear to me that groundwater is endlessly fascinating, and maybe even more so than surface water. So I'm really interested in learning more about how we can protect and preserve our really precious groundwater resources. In the Andy Fisher lab, we really care about doing good science and learning more about the world around us, but we also really care about the practical implications of our work, and we care about solving real problems that affect real people. And personally, that's one of the reasons that I chose to work with Andy and come to Santa Cruz for my graduate work. I think it's important that if I'm going to be spending so much time working on a problem, that it's something that can provide a solution to a real problem and help people. I think through a lot of our science, we've been able to show that there are specific actions we can take that we know would improve the sustainability of our water resources. But that's just one piece of the puzzle, and it's equally important to consider the cultural and economic and social and political implications of the steps or the suggestions that we're making. And here in our lab group, we're hoping to create flexible, low-cost, effective suggestions that can be adapted in a number of different contexts, and we're well aware that there are other considerations as well.